Rebecca here, filming a layout for Lottie Loves Paper. This is my second layout using the Little Dreamer collection for boys from Echo Park. And I've picked out some pieces from the collection that feature trucks because I wanted to use the phrase just keep on trucking. I thought it was really cute. So I'm mainly focusing on this paper here, which is the traffic jam paper. It's got this gorgeous orange polka dot on one side, and on the other it has a lovely truck pattern, which I fussy cut a few of the trucks from it. So I've sort of selected my title, and the alphas that I've used are the Vicky Bootin colour study, that's the word Truckin, and I've also used the Bella Boulevard Florence alphabet stickers in the colour Bell Pepper, the yellow ones. So they're super cute and they really suit this collection really well. So I've created sort of I suppose you could call it an offset border with the orange, and I've fussy cut some of those lovely trucks out of the back of that paper. And I have printed a photo just on my selfie of my little boy on a truck at our local farm. He's just playing on a little ride, it's like a little merry-go-round ride. So that's going to be the main focal point of the layout. So I really liked the phrase trucking, just keep on trucking. I hadn't actually ever heard it before until quite recently. But it sort of means to sort of keep going, to keep persevering, and to keep going when things are tough. And I just thought that was really cute. And obviously it's quite a play on words with all the trucks and things that are in the collection. So I've got the photo of my little boy in his sort of farm truck there, and I've used 3 photos, 2 of which are repeated. The smaller ones are the same photograph, just of him playing. So I love the colours in the photograph. I thought that it suited the colours in the layout really well. And as I say, before I sat down to make the layout, I went through and picked out lots of trucks and things and got my title together. So I want my title to be sort of, again, quite wonky, quite playful. I think it suits boys when things aren't too neat on a page. I think they suit boy layouts. So I wanted my word truckin' to be quite sort of bumpy and wonky, and I do go ahead and sew that to the page a little bit later on. So at the moment I'm just using some old sticker backing just to decide where I want everything to go on the page. That's something that I do quite a lot. I just keep the back of stickers sheets to stick titles and things and plan out layouts, just so that I can move them around the page without committing until I'm happy to stick them down. So I do adhere my letters nice and sort of bumpy and wonky, and I fit in some of the little trucks that I fussy cut just underneath that word trucking. So I'm just applying those with a little bit of glue onto there. So lots of yellows, lots of blue, orange and red. So it really does suit the colours that are in my photos. Actually, they're pretty much ideal photos for this collection. That was from a couple of years ago. As I say, we were visiting a farm and he just was totally drawn to this tractor ride. Can't keep him away from things like that. So I'm sort of going through and deciding where I'd like my trucks to go. Again, I'm sort of pretending that I'm making a road. So in my head, the orange was sort of a bumpy road for the trucks to drive up and down on. And I'm just adhering things where they kind of look cute. I haven't really decided where I'm going to put that little blue truck just yet. I actually don't think that one makes it onto the layout as far as I can remember. I think I'll put it there for now, but I'm sure I'll take that one off. So I'm going through, just deciding where to put some of the embellishments. Trying to decide. And eventually I will get those all stuck down and be happy with those. So yeah, I love that expression, just keep on trucking. I think it's quite positive, especially at the moment, you know, with everything that's going on. It's probably where I've heard it actually. Just keep on trucking, just keep on going, keep on persevering. So I'm adhering some of those trucks, popping them in place when I'm happy with them, And eventually I will go through and adhere on those yellow letters. Again, I want to keep those quite bumpy, quite uneven and quite playful. So I do use a T-square to work out what's straight, but I'm not really trying to have them be straight. I do want them to actually be quite wonky. So taking lots of care just to make them look cute, really. I am absolutely obsessed with those little alphas, those Bella Boulevard alpha stickers. I've got them in quite a few colours now. I am obsessed. They're so cute. They're just perfect for children layouts, and there's lots of colours of them now in the store. I just love them. So those are going on in a sort of quite a playful position. And I will eventually go through and pull out lots of stars from the rest of the collection. So I'm going through here, just taking off some of the stars and put those on a bit of an old sticker sheet. And the stars will sort of go on the layout as well. So I'm just pulling out all the little bits and pieces that I want to add. Quite a few stars in this collection actually. I actually do love stars. I use them quite a lot. They're perfect for boy layouts as well. They kind of take place of a flower for me when I'm doing a boy layout. So I'm adding in those little stars, almost like little sprinkles. In my finished layout, they kind of remind me of like the rubble and dust that's left behind by a truck. You'll see what I mean when I've added a little bit of mixed media as well. So taking those teeny little stars off that are on, those are the puffy sheet stickers, the puffy sticker ones. They're tiny, but they're lovely. So that is a little word strip going on there. And I'm just placing where I want those stars to go. That little word element, I wanted to put it on the lorry, but it was just a little bit too big, so I just chop a bit of the white off to add that on there. And eventually what I will do once I've finished embellishing is I will go through and mask off most of the page so that I can add just a tiny little bit of blue watercolour from my Gansai Tambi watercolour collection, just to add some sort of blue splatters and sprinkles across the page. But before I do that, I will be sewing the word Truckin, just again in bumpy stitches. Not only does it help to keep the letters on, like really stuck on, but I just think it looks really cute to sew through the letters like that. They go through no problem, it's just cardboard. So there we have me going on with the blue watercolour, just a little few sprinkles, and you'll see what I mean. They kind of remind me of like the rubble and dust that's kicked up by lorries when they drive past. I really quite like the effect actually. And the blue really contrasts with that orange polka dot paper, which is why I've picked blue. It kind of looks like it's going on black there, but it's very, very vivid blue in person. I've smudged a little bit there, so I'll just correct that slightly with my paintbrush. There we go. So what I'm doing there is I'm just adding a couple of little doodled stars in a grey fine liner pen. Again, doodling is something I do a little bit on my layouts, not so much recently actually, but they really do look cute. Just little grey stars. And that's the finished layout. So there you can see my bumpy stitching on my bumpy word Truckin. And all those gorgeous colours. It's a really fun layout actually. It came together really well. Just really suited the photos. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.